is Chef Leslie with Harmons. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to make something that maybe you can't pronounce. It's called a Clafouti. Maybe you can't spell it. I don't know. It's a beautiful French dessert. It's an eggless French dessert. And today we're going to be using some cherries. If cherries happen to be out of season, go ahead and use frozen ones. But this is a great recipe for any type of fruit that's in season. Okay, I've done it with peaches. I've done it with plums. I mean, it runs the gamut, so feel free to use whatever. All right, so what I have here is I've got a little bit of butter that I've popped in a 350-degree oven, and it's nice and melted right now. Okay, so that's the first thing that you want to do. And then this recipe could not be more simple. I've got a little flour, I've got a little sugar, I have a little baking powder, and I have a little salt. I'm just going to go ahead and mix those ingredients together. And then what you want to do is I'm just going to add in a little bit of milk, mix it all up, and it's going to kind of look like, if you're familiar with the Dutch baby, it's very, very similar to that, although it's probably not a breakfast item, although I would probably eat this for breakfast. Why not? Okay, remember, everything sweet needs some salt to it because it really brings out the flavors of everything else in your recipe. So I'm just kind of mashing. I'm kind of taking my spat and mashing. Like if I've got any, you could sift your flour in here if you really wanted to, but I just kind of don't waste the time. All right, look at that. It's just like kind of a nice little glazy type batter. Okay, so basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring this over and I'm just gonna pour in my mixture. And what I've done in the meantime is I've washed my cherries and I've pitted them. Traditionally, believe it or not, the French leave the cherry pits in, because they say that it imparts way more flavor. I actually need my spat. You want to just kind of cut the butter into the batter a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and throw in a couple of cherries. This whole thing will just basically like cook up over on top of it. So sometimes the cherries might be visible, sometimes the fruit won't be visible, but that's okay. I'm going to leave a couple in there because I want to eat them. And last but not least, this might sound weird. You could use mint too, but I'm taking some basil. And I'm just going to do a little chiffonade, which is just a sassy French word for little ribbons. And I'm just going to cut them over this. Again, I have my 350-degree oven ready. And this is going to cook for about 40 minutes until it's nice and golden. 40, 45 minutes max. There you go. Take a look at that. That's ready to go in. Okay? So pop that puppy in there. And obviously, I've made one in advance. You could put fresh ice cream on here, vanilla ice cream. You could put whipped cream on here. You name it. I don't even have a knife, you guys, but I'm just going to cut into this. Shh. Should have thought of the knife. Take a look at this. You've got this beautiful, oh, I'm eating this. Shh, I'm eating it. But the recipe's on harmonsgrocery.com, or you can go to our Vimeo or our YouTube channel. Thanks for joining. Oh, wow. That's really good. It's awesome.